10 on number 12, please.
10 on number 12.
Whether you're wagering the cash in your pocket or hundreds of thousands on a single race, this is an industry which attracts gamblers from far and wide.
And it's not just here. At the races every year, billions of dollars are staked at boxing arenas, on soccer fields and at golf courses all around the world. So, what keeps people coming back for more? And is it ever possible to beat the bookie?
£5, just £5, turn it around. Bit of racing, bit of money, so I'm always up for it.
I have not got a clue what I'm doing.
3 times in our history we've paid out the big 1 million.
Just got my first one in and fingers crossed.
If they can beat us, they're usually pretty happy.
For the bookmakers, the global sports betting business is booming. Last year, the total amount bet was more than $500 billion. Even after bookmakers paid out winning bets, the total gross turnover was still nearly $65 billion.
To give an idea of how lucrative the industry has become, take a look at Denise Coates. She's the CEO of Bet365, one of the UK's biggest betting firms. She's also the best paid female executive in the world. In 2018, she earned $353 million. That's 2.5 times more than Apple's Tim Cook, the CEO of one of the most valuable companies in the world.
So surely that means the people betting, otherwise known as punters, are losing all their money.
I got a lovely pair of wedding shoes.
Yeah, that was our biggest winner.
Someone had a £5 ACCA a few weeks ago and won 35 grand.
When those days did come, when you
cry.
Terrible gambler, I lose all the time.
I had a full head of hair when I started this business. This game can tame lions.
If you're new to betting, one of the first things to understand is betting odds. Once you understand how likely an event is to happen, you'll be able to work out what your potential winnings will be.
At first it may appear confusing, but let us explain it for you. All betting odds do is present how likely an event is to happen. Let's take for example a coin toss. When flipped, there's either a 50% chance of it landing on heads or tails. For sports betting in the UK, that's displayed as evens. Much of the rest of the world uses a decimal-based system, which equates to 2.0, while the US uses its moneyline method, which would display the odds as 100. For an event like horse racing with several runners, there are multiple possible outcomes in a race. If a horse is priced at 4 to 1 to win a race, then the bookmakers believe there's approximately a 20% chance of it happening. So, for every $1 you bet, you'll get 4 back, plus your original stake, if the horse crosses the line first.
So how do the bookies come up with these odds, and is there a way for punters like me to win big? I'm going behind the scenes of British bookmaker FitzDares to find out how it all works.
Very good to see you. Come on in. Welcome to FitzDares. Racing's just started. So these are the brokers and the traders.
Okay. FitzDares is a private bookmaker that offers an exclusive membership for high-rolling gamblers.
We've been taking bets since 1982, which is probably the oldest in the world. Some customers have £250,000 credit line, and that's not a bad thing. We're not encouraging them to gamble. It's just the way they do business, and they pay monthly. They get their own phone number. So when they phone us, on any phone in the world, we know it's them.
Hi Peter, how are you? Yeah, I'm very well, thanks.
The biggest bet you've ever taken?
350,000. Yeah. Let me have a look. The next race at Sedgefield, lots of money for Dawn Lavant today. Yeah, sure, 100 reverse 1 and 4. I'll put that on for you.
For the traders taking bets and the success of the business as a whole, each sporting event has to be given the right odds, and it's the job of one man.
Gentleman holding the racing post. This is Glyn, head of pricing.
Hi Glyn, how's it going? For big sporting events, Glyn uses what he calls a matrix.
Okay, here we are. The first thing I would do is to look at the weather forecast. You have to know what the forecast ground is going to be. Having got the weather, I settled down with a blank sheet of paper and I did this matrix, and I've got 8 runners down here. We start with form. So horse A, as we can see, gets 3 ticks. He probably won last time out. He might have been a close second. E has got no form, no recent form at all. Ground. If a horse doesn't act on the ground, hinders its chance immensely of winning that race. So we've got A, B, like the ground. E doesn't like the ground, absolutely hates it. Distance, the horse's optimum distance means a tick. Rank, the trainer form as well. All these horses are running out their skin, then you've got to take that in consideration. Top jockey booked up, then obviously that's going to get a tick as well. Position of the race, whether they're going to be at the back or at the front of the field in each race. The ones with the most ticks obviously are going to be strong fancies, so that's probably favourite, 2 to 1. All the other horses, they're all relative to the price of the favourite winning the race. 4 to 1.
8 to 1 as well. 16.
14. That is our matrix complete.
Today, with the rise of online gambling, it's hard to find a sport without a betting market open somewhere. So, does it really matter more when there's money on it?
It only matters when there's money on it.
Completely irrelevant whether I've won or lost. It's just a day out.
Not for me. I just love it anyway.
Are you ever interested in a horse race if you're not got a bet on?
No, never. If you're going to watch it, just have a little bet. If you could have 50 pence and it makes a difference.
It's about enjoyment. It's not about just bet this horse and if you lose, that's it.
Some people eat meat, some people are vegan, some people drink, some people don't. But for those that do enjoy to have a speculation and find that that's a little bit of picante, then that's great and we're here for them if they are.
For some sports, however, betting really does matter. Horse racing here in the UK is only possible because of the money generated from lost bets.
Racing and betting have a shared history in terms of the returns we receive from the betting industry to be reinvested into our participants, that's to owners and trainers and jockeys and stable staff, as well as ensuring that the sport is regulated to the highest standards as well.
The Horse Race Betting Levy Board is in charge of dividing up the money and reinvesting it back into the sport. The levy is 10% of bookmakers' gross profits of their horse race betting business. In 2018, that was more than $126 million. The largest portion is for prize money, followed by investment into regulation services, racecourse fixture incentives, industry training and veterinary science, and finally any other administrative costs. The money is designed to benefit those who work directly in the sport, as well as communities in which racing operates. The growth in the UK betting industry in the last 20 years has coincided with the rise in online gambling. The global online gambling market is expected to more than double by 2024 and be worth nearly $100 billion. Many bookmakers have already developed their own sports betting app to cash in on this trend. That's moved the majority of money staked from the high street to almost anywhere with a phone signal.
It's completely changed and people now can get on their phones, they can bet straight away, they can also bet in running. You can see the movement in the market as well as it literally happens.
The ease at which betting is now possible has had negative effects, however. In 2017, a record number of gambling addicts were hospitalised in the UK, a 50% increase from the year before.
How much of your responsibility is to make sure that people aren't betting too much?
Oh yeah, quite a lot for sure.
If we have a relationship with them and are talking to them on the phone, then we can make decisions together with them.
It's a difficult one because you want to say, like, you sure you're okay, but then they're losing. It's the last thing they want to hear. Sometimes we just have to draw the line and say, I'm afraid we can't take any more bets.
There's lots of actually quite good protocol in this, from having timeouts to actually people restricting themselves, so we can't ever contact them again or for a period of time.
They say good things come to those who wait.
Some believe that the problem has been made worse by the UK deregulation of gambling advertising since 2007.
Who are paying 7 places each way.
In a 2013 report by Ofcom, the UK communications regulator said there'd been about a 1,400% increase in gambling ads since 2005, around 1.4 million a year on our TVs.
But for the UK government, the growth in the gambling industry has generated significant funds through taxes. Last year, the tax revenues from online sports betting alone was worth £339 million, or $452 million to the UK Treasury. While there are strict rules on gambling in certain countries such as Japan, India and much of the Middle East, there are countries that are keen to open themselves up to this lucrative industry.
The United States, for instance, is expected to become the world's biggest sports betting market by 2023, as the number of states with legal sports betting is set to grow from 8 to 25.
Not only is sports betting set to become increasingly global, but through the development of digital platforms, the opportunity to place a bet has never been easier. But as this sector grows, how much responsibility should governments take to balance an industry that can enhance the experience of a sports fan, but also limit its damaging effects on society? Hi guys, thanks very much for watching our video.
If you'd like to see more of our content, check out these videos over here. We'd also love to hear from you.
We want to know your best and worst betting experiences. Comment below the video to let us know.
And don't forget to subscribe.